Okay, here's a real addendum. Here's a real addendum to what we just did here. I just learned something which I should have known. I mean, I should have figured it out at the time, but well, I'll just let you see for yourself. So it's working now. It's working now, and here's what the issue was. The issue is that C-Sync. Let's get you a normal view here. C-Sync, all right, on the NES, on the Super Nintendo Mini. The C-Sync board here that we're using, it's got its own little C-Sync circuitry in it to get it prepped up, to get it ready to go. Good to go for output to your TV. I think it passes through the amp. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, apparently the circuitry in there that messes around with that C-Sync signal causes issues. I guess maybe throws the C-Sync signal out of spec ever so slightly. The OSS, or why I keep saying the Dejitter board here does actually prep the C-Sync signal itself to be like good to go, to be used right out of the box directly to the cable. So by entirely bypassing the C-Sync on the bypass board and just running the C-Sync out straight to the sync pin on the AV connector, everything works fine with the OSSC. Now, everything works fine with other input sources. The PVM accepts this signal just fine. The video scaler, the cheapo video scaler I've got here accepts the signal just fine. I imagine like a XRGB FrameMeister would accept it just fine, but the OSSC is apparently a little pickier about it. The weird part is that I'm fairly certain that I've done on previous versions of installations of this mod, I've set it up exactly the same way as I did here initially and didn't have any issues on the OSSC, but I'm having issues now, so maybe it's something that's localized to this particular Super Nintendo board, but I think the correct practice at this point would be not to run it through the C-Sync circuitry on the bypass board, but to just run it directly from the Dejitter board. So this wire is going to get removed, and that's really pretty much all there is to it. It's just, I thought I would update you on that, and that's going to be my standard practice now from this point on, is to not populate the C-Sync circuitry in the bypass boards that I'm going to be installing Dejitter boards for. And yeah, that should solve the issue. But anyway, good to know, and if you're doing an install like this, you need to do that as well. Yeah. Well, anyway, hope you learned something today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time.